Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana Midday.
Welcome to NewsLink Indiana Midday. I'm Eating Zhang. A historic blizzard slamming the northeast with up to 2 feet of snow in some areas. The high-impact bomb cyclone is bringing blizzard conditioning, heavy snow, and damaging winds. Lee Waldman reports for New York City.
From New York City
has not faced a storm of this scale in the last decade.
To Philadelphia and Boston.
This is a very serious storm that has the potential to be a historic nor'easter.
Monday morning, more than 40 million people across the Northeast under blizzard warnings for the combination of intense snowfall rates and damaging winds from the bomb cyclone. In New York and New Jersey, governors have issued states of emergency.
We just got through a historic winter storm just a few weeks ago. Now we have another serious winter storm on our hands.
New York City's Department of Sanitation rolling out new tactics for a second significant snowfall in less than a month, planning to hire more than 1,000 emergency snow shovelers to work overnight and during the day.
We are declaring a state of emergency and instituting a travel ban. The state of emergency closes the streets, highways, and bridges of New York City.
Fallen trees and traffic accidents, including this overturned plow truck already seen throughout New York amid the heavy snowfall. The dangerous whiteout conditions not only prompting school districts across the Northeast to cancel in-person classes, but air travel is also expected to be brought to a halt for some of the nation's busiest airports. More than 5,000 flights have already been canceled in the U.S. Monday, according to FlightAware. In Central Park, I'm Lee Waldman.
Let's take a look at today's NewsLink Indiana weather. These are the conditions right now. It's 26 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Expect mostly cloudy today with a high around 30, and it will be windy. Things will warm up in the 7-day forecast. Highs will rise from about 40 tomorrow to closer to 60 on Saturday, before the next cool down. American tourists in parts of western Mexico are stranded after the death of a notorious cartel leader triggered widespread violence yesterday. Several airlines suspended flights to cities like Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara. The unrest erupted after Mexican forces killed El Mentro, the country's most wanted cartel boss and head of the Jalisco New Generation cartel. U.S. officials said American intelligence supported the operation. In the aftermath, suspected cartel members torched buses and businesses, blocked highways, and clashed with security forces across the multiple states.
It was really scary. We've been coming down here for almost 20 years, and we've always told people to come down and check it out because you always feel safe here. We've never, ever not felt safe. And today was the first day as we left the hotel to go have breakfast and saw all the craziness going on and the violence and the smoke that we were actually terrified.
The U.S. State Department is urging Americans in affected regions to shelter in place, avoid crowds, and monitor local updates as the disruption continue. U.S. Secret Service agents and local law enforcement shot and killed an armed man at Mar-a-Lago early yesterday morning. The President and First Lady were at the White House in Washington, D.C. At the time of the incident, authorities says the man in his early 20s unlawfully entered the secure premiere of Trump's Florida home at about 1:30 a.m. The man appeared to be carrying a shotgun and a fuel can. According to the Secret Service also said the FBI and other authorities are investigating his background and motive. No law enforcement agents were harmed. Leaders in Washington and around the world are reacting to President Donald Trump's Saturday announcement that he's raising global tariffs to 15%. That's up from the 10% that imposed just a day earlier. The back-to-back tariff announcements came after the Supreme Court ruled Friday that the sweeping emergency tariff Trump imposed the last year are illegal. But the High Court's ruling only applies to the duties Trump imposed using one specific law, and the president immediately responded by saying he will now rely on other legal authorities to keep tariffs in place. the law Trump is relying on for his new 15% global tariffs requires that Congress approve his duty within 150 days from them to remain in effect. As for the tens of billions of dollars U.S. companies paid after the Trump raised tariffs last year, Democrats are demanding the money be refunded. Since the 1940s, a local art shop has served the Muncie community, becoming a bridge between local artists and their ability to make their art come to life. NewsLink Indiana's Christian Mason reports how they hope to make that bridge even bigger by expanding their business.
Art Mart has been in the village for almost 75 years. Now it plans to expand once again to serve as an even bigger link to the community of Muncie.
We serve a lot of the art and architecture students on campus, but then also the art community as a whole in Muncie. I want anybody to feel comfortable coming into Art Mart and just spending some time, even if you don't need supplies.
Since opening, Art Mart has moved once and expanded once, and is now in the process of another change, building a classroom and new store space right next door.
Now that we're moving into this bigger area, we're going to be able to build a classroom, a dedicated area that can be used for classes or just a meeting space. I just want it to be an area that's used and that people can come and gather and just be together. I feel like that's really important right now.
In order to make this happen, Art Mart is even expanding opportunities, hiring and looking for teachers to be able to help educate in this new space.
We're doing a lot of construction over here, getting the space ready, and so of course there's construction materials and paying for labor and all of that. We're also looking for teachers, people who are interested in teaching any kind of classes. There's links to a teacher form on our website for that.
With this new expansion, Art Mart plans to continue serving the community, hoping to finish the expansion by the end of May, expanding their business in bigger ways than before, and hopes to continue to flourish in the coming years. In Muncie, Christian Mason, NewsLink, Indiana.
And that's your NewsLink webcast for today. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to join us tonight at 6:57 on Ball State PBS. And for news anywhere, anytime, go to cardinalmediabsu.com.